Hello and welcome to Visiting the Cave, where men get to have their say, finally. I am Felicia Webster, host, and I'm going to introduce you to our guest today. We've got Q here sitting closest to me, Daryl J in the center, and Daryl M on the far end. And today we're going to talk about a little bit about stuff in the workplace, like sexual harassment and bullying and all those other wonderful, lovely things that occur. Maybe a little bit on economics toward the end. But let's start with harassment. We're going to talk about what one of the presidential hopefuls is going through right now. And I know that women are not the only ones who get harassed in the workplace. I personally have had the experience. But I know that many men have also had the experience. So let's talk a little bit about the harassment thing.
Did you want to start with Herman Cain first, or did you want us to talk about?
You can start wherever you like.
With Herman Cain, I guess I'm going first.
We don't really need to talk about Herman. He's got enough action going on.
Yeah.
I really want to know what you guys feel about harassment in general. It just so happens he's having his moment right now.
Well, obviously it's a terrible thing, right? It's probably women who get harassed more than men.
But we're in the cave, so we want to get the thoughts of how you men feel about harassment, being harassed, if you know anyone who is doing harassing.
I think it's thrown around too much.
Okay.
I mean, they just, like I had to learn, I grew up in a very comforting household where everybody was honey, sweetie, dear. So I picked that up. That's how I interact with different ones. I'll say honey, sweetie, or you know, it's not to, and I had to learn, you can't call it everyone that. Usually it's because I forgot their name or something like that. But there are some women who will feel that's harassment or I went overboard. I think they're getting a little too touchy with on that level. But I'm sure there's occasions where a man have gone too far, but a lot of women have gotten into, they realize that the courts, I mean,
Oh, have you ever been harassed?
I'm harassed all the time.
Oh, give me some examples.
A woman harass you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not going to tell, you know. I'm not going to go to court and say I want your money because...
No, we just want to hear a scenario. Just give us a good scenario of how Q gets harassed. You don't have to blush.
Okay. We can start with, I'm a hairstylist. So there are occasions when, and this is why I handpick my clientele, because the clientele I have now, they're mature, and I don't have to worry about those things so much. I'm close to the chair.
So you have to screen out the ones that are hoping for some vitamin D.
So, that's right, because a lot of times when I'm spinning the chair, I'm styling, they'll position themselves to rub up against me. And a lot of times their arm is crotch high, so they get a boop, they scan every time, boop, every time I turn the chair, so I have to stand back. I mean, that's a subtle way. A lot of them don't care that I'm involved with someone else. They like the fact that I'm involved with someone else, and they'll still pursue. And if I don't, there's been an occasion, if I don't pursue back, then I'm gay, or they don't come back. I lose money.
Interesting. So Daryl M.
Okay.
Let's hear what you've got to say.
I think it's just different situations. How if a woman says something to a man, you know, it's okay, it's cool, and all that kind of stuff. But when it's flipped, there's a concern. Have I ever been sexually harassed? I felt very uncomfortable. As a supervisor, I'm speaking with employees and all this other kind of stuff, and I can remember one situation where, you can tell the way that they look and they say certain things. So I started feeling kind of weird around a person, and we were talking, and we were real close, and she had her breast right on my arm. Yeah. And I said, ooh, you know what? And everybody, I'm very conservative looking and this and this and that, and I talk a certain way, walk a certain way. They want to break the ice, I think. But she had her breast on me. That's an interesting
way to break the ice.
And I said, whoa, you know what? You're really in my area, in my zone, this kind of making me feel. She said, I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm doing. Now, if that would have been, flipped, I would have been in HR.
Yeah.
But as a man, what am I going to say? HR, please, this woman's sexual. No, that's not cool. No
touching
guy's
me.
going to go down for sexual, no.
Touching me.
Okay, this
Well,
is
one
good.
time- one time I
We're
did.
going to get back on this.
Okay.
We've got to take a break. We'll be back in a minute.
Okay.